can you tell us in a few words what is spam?
Oh, what is spam? Yeah. Yes, a lot of this would be interesting to sort of survey people. What do they think spam is? But spam basically it's this really interesting, quiet, sort of unassuming pork product that has a really important global history. So it played a vital role in World War II and in the Korean War to help prevent food insecurity, hunger, and starvation. And so it's produced by the Americans, but then it gets shipped around the world to American allies as part of sort of American food aid. It has a really interesting history that a lot of people aren't aware of, or they won't be until they read this book.
But I mean, like apart from US and UK, so spam has a rich history in the Pacific as well.
Oh yeah, I mean, spam wherever the soldiers went during the war, spam went with them, and so as I said, it was aid, but the soldiers had it as well, and so you can see spam in Guam, you can see it in the Philippines, you can see it in Okinawa, and so this is a direct result of the American soldiers being there. And sort of contrary to its sort of views in Britain, spam was really needed in terms of people were hungry, people were starving, and so that really filled the need. And so there's a very different view. It gets associated with American lifestyle, American culture, but then also its value as a sort of an important food source, and so is much higher value then and as well as now in these countries for spam, and many people eat it in these countries nowadays.
What are some of your favorite spam recipes?
Oh, that's interesting. There's so many interesting spam recipes. Because I lived in Korea and I'm very partial to Korea and Korean food. I enjoy having spam in Korean dishes.
Lovely.
It's kind of hybrid American Korean sense. So one of the favorites is something called kimchi bokkeumbap, which is essentially kimchi, which is a fermented spicy cabbage with fried rice, and then spam is in there as well. So it's a kind of spicy dish.
Mm.
There's kimchi jjigae, which is again kimchi. It's a kind of spicy stew or soup with spam in there as well. So I like it in all different Korean dishes. There's also budae jjigae, which means army stew, which
All right.
essentially was made during the war. So Koreans had all different scraps of food from, for example, American military bases. So things like spam and hot dogs and American cheese and beans. And so they'd put it all together in a kind of stew, like a hot pot. And so this could feed a lot of people. So it was a survival food in a sense, but it's become really popular in Korea. And so spam is in there too. So yeah, I like it in a lot of different Korean dishes.